I said I don't want it, I can't hold it. Take care of it because I love you. Make us stronger, can't wait no longer. Oh my, that's what we gotta do.
Mastermind through tough time.
What's up, people? Y'all coming? We gonna try to share.
Let's do a mic check. I can't hear you.
You can't hear me? You can't hear me? I can hear you.
What's going on, guys? Thanks for tuning in. We're going to get the show started. Today is Gentrification Versus Buy Back the Block.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Notice this is a warning. It's the only way we're gonna ever say. Gotta take it over, do things our way.
Buy Back the Block. This is our mastermind through tough times. We do it every Tuesday at 2:30. Thank you guys for joining in. We have some giveaway. We have a giveaway at the end of this live. So make sure you stay. But in order for you to get into that drawing, you're going to need to like, share this live feed to all your friends. That's what we're doing today, guys.
Can you hear me, Jim?
Yeah. We're going to do a nice little mic check. Mike, let me hear you.
Mic check.
All right, I hear you coming through. Good to see you guys. Thanks for being on the line with us. Mastermind.
Can you hear me, Jess?
I can hear you.
Perfect. Now we can't hear the music.
Oh, the music's off. Y'all want to run that back?
Run it back.
I can't hear you.
Buy back the block. You still can't hear me?
I still can't hear you. Hold on. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Let me see something.
Buy back the block.
We're gonna figure it out. Can you hear me, Jess?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Perfect. I was on the wrong one. I'm ready now. You can hear me. I can hear you.
You ready? Well, let's run it back. Buy back the block.
While we wait to get some people on, y'all make sure y'all share this now.
Most definitely. You know, I really like this song. Actually, let's see who else has a song Buy Back the Block. It was Rick Ross. We have to do that another time. This is PJ Morton.
Now we're doing gentrification.
News coming to us from multiple law enforcement sources within it. With this investigation, confirming that rapper Nipsey Hussle was shot and killed outside his clothing store here. I was talking with a lot of people out here.
We had to run it back. Buy Back the Block. One of my favorite artists, PJ Morton. This is the perfect opportunity for you to like and share this live so that you can be entered into a drawing.
We're going to be talking about gentrification versus buying the block.
Make sure that y'all share. Let us know what y'all think. Which side you on? Which one you like? Gentrification? Buying back the block. Which side you on? What's better? What's not better?
We got Margaret, we can't see you.
Buy back the block. Like,
Satin hands.
comment, and share to win a luxurious satin handset. Is this called Books and Games?
What's up, Shay?
I see you. You like that jam session, Shay?
Brooks and David taking part.
We're talking about gentrification versus buy back the block. To get into a drawing at the end of the show.
Yep.
What's going on, Shay? I see you.
Hey Shay, make sure you share the live right now so we can put you in the drawing.
Yes. Show you this satin
Buy
hand.
back the block.
All right, y'all ready to jump into this thing?
I think you're ready. I'm feeling good. The energy is good today.
Yeah, buddy. Well, I'm your host, Michael G. Davis, aka Professor X. That's my real estate superpower. We Xing these boys today, and I'm joined as always with my cohorts, the marvelous Margaret Harrison. Go ahead and tell them about yourself.
Okay, so it's not marvelous Margaret, even though she is marvelous. It's mystique because they don't see me coming when it's time to negotiate. I trick them, y'all.
Absolutely.
I start off with a smile. So next we have
got Jess in the booth.
We'll keep it real to AKA X-Ray, getting right down to your real estate. See what you can't see. Thank you for tuning in with us today.
Absolutely. So Jess gonna be in the back. She's taking care of all our production elements while we got myself and Miss Mystique Margaret in the building. We're gonna be going back and forth. So our mastermind through tough times is just like it's shop talk, right? I know you guys go get your hair cut, you gals, y'all go to the beauty shop, and y'all just be talking about stuff, right? So this is, let's do that. Let's duplicate that from a real estate space, from a life space. So this is our opportunity. We come together on Tuesdays at 2:30 and we talk about different topics. And our topic for today that we're going to discuss is versus, right?
Versus.
So versus is the thing that everybody's taking a look at now, whether it was Erykah Badu and Jill Scott, or it was Kirk Franklin and who was it? Who's Kirk versus? Fred Hammond. Or it was I don't know.
We had Babyface and
Teddy Riley. So today you're gonna get gentrification.
I'm gentrification.
And buy back the block. Buy back the block. Buy back the block. Yeah. All right. So Jess, what's upcoming? Like what you know, the way that the mastermind is built down, we got sections. So Jess is gonna let us know what our upcoming section is for us to jump into.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And we are here. So guys, I think next, let's just hop into some trending topics. Let's get in. Margaret, you have some hot topics for us. Let's talk about it.
Okay, so we have a few trending topics. Give me a number and I'll pick that number.
7.
Okay, so trending topic number 7 is hip hop and rap. We have Megan Fox.
Hip hop and rap. So the way trending topics work, we just randomly pick something that's trending in Twitter. So Margaret got her Twitter up, boom, she picked it up, and now what they say trending?
Hip hop and rap, and they have Megan Fox. So I pulled up the first one I got. Let me go to the latest. Okay, let's see what this is about. Okay, so 8 seconds ago, it says Megan Fox was so hot before she got all that work done. She really didn't need it. Oh, she probably just needed some Mary Kay, y'all. She probably just needed Mary Kay.
Plug in.
But yeah.
Now this may be a stupid question, but who is Megan Fox?
Megan Fox was, I think she was on a TV show back in the late 90s.
Okay, and she got some work done.
And then she was in Transformers.
Oh.
The first couple of months.
Oh.
I think something happened and they got rid of her. And she, so.
Well, okay. So now I know you're talking about. So she got some work done. And what they talking about, hip hop?
I don't know what hip hop comes in. Because like now it says, okay, Megan Fox is trending. That means it's time to tweet about Jennifer's Body soundtrack.
So did she do an album?
Now I know she was dating, I think, David Austin Green, and he was like rapping in 90210.
90210. What is they doing? What is they doing over here?
I don't know.
And that's trending on Twitter.
Yes. Yes, this is what's trending on Twitter. Megan Fox. Yeah.
Was the woman that made me realize I like girls too. So clearly she's an attractive woman, I guess.
Here's an updated picture of her. So you recognize her now.
Yeah. I remember her on Transformers.
You think the people want to see?
No.
Oh, okay.
They don't. But all right. So what's trending right now on Twitter? So now you guys chime in if y'all see something else that's trending on Twitter that y'all want us to address or y'all want to point out. But the one that we dropping has to do with Megan Fox.
Oh, wow.
Uh-oh.
Somebody said, okay, I saw Megan Fox trending and I thought, oh no, she's either a racist or dead. I'm glad to learn that she is neither.
Okay, good job. Thanks for not being racist or dead, Megan. We appreciate you still being alive.
Thank you.
So Megan Fox
had some work done.
All right, man. So if y'all have anything that y'all want to share about Megan Fox and her getting her work done, y'all let us know. But I think the next thing that we're going to jump into is our verses, Margaret.
All right.
I think it's about time.
And my phone is blowing up.
Your phone blowing up, girl. They trying to get at you.
Goodness.
They got to wait.
Okay, so our verses. So are you gonna let me go first?
Make sure you
go first.
All right. So I'm going to go first.
Okay.
Because I represent the people.
All right.
I speak for the people.
You speak for the people.
All right. And what the people are saying is that we need to own the community. Right?
Right.
It's too many other people, right? I'm gonna be as politically as correct as possible, right? I don't mean to offend nobody. I don't want to buy back the block does not want to offend today. Because just because I'm pro my community, don't mean I gotta be anti other people's community.
Exactly. And that goes for other people's communities as well.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. So all buy back the block is saying is that if we're already in that area, then we need to be purchasing and we need to be owning where we live. Right. We need to have businesses and be creating commerce where we live versus renting and allowing other people to own in our area. That's all about black. We want to create a movement to where the current stakeholders are the owners.
Okay, so it's my turn now.
Gentrification.
Yes, here's Miss Gentrification. When I see a good deal, it's incumbent upon me to go after it because I have a family to take care of myself. I'm building some wealth back here.
Okay.
So it's a good deal if it's a good deal. If nobody else is jumping on it and I see it, I'm going after it.
Okay.
It's for me.
All right. I mean, if it's a good deal. Mm-hmm. But now, a lot of times when it comes to gentrification coming into the block, the people, we don't know about it. Because if somebody's willing to sell, they're not telling the rest of the people in the community that they even thinking about it. Gentrification coming in, knocking on doors. You want to sell your house? Big Mama, she don't have them kind of conversations with people. She just knows she can't pay her property taxes because it done got so high. And so what about that? Can Buy Back the Block get an opportunity to buy their own?
Well, it sounds like Buy Back the Block needs to do some research. Buy Back the Block, you know what houses are vacant in your community. You know who used to live in that house. Gentrification, we doing all the legwork. We knocking on the doors and making phone calls. Don't be mad because we showed some initiative.
Well, why don't y'all buy your own block?
Because it's a good deal in your block.
So is it no good deals in yours?
Not with that kind of profit margin.
So is it well, why on gentrification? Why don't y'all come show us, like, give us access to the information that y'all have? Like, why don't y'all give us access to the techniques and the things that y'all are doing? Because y'all know that y'all not doing right by buying these people houses and pushing them out on the street.
We are doing right. We are bringing up the property values, and we're getting rid of that unwanted element in those neighborhoods.
Who said they wouldn't want it? The block loves the elements in the block.
Well,
we just need some improvement.
I saw 3 winos and a homeless person.
That was my cousins.
I'm sorry.
Boy, I tell you, that's why we got to buy back the block.
So you want them around?
All I'm saying, they my family. Everybody got some people in their family. I'm pretty sure you got some people in your family that, you know what I'm saying, that stay in the back room, that don't come out when company come home.
Okay. Well, another thing we do, we help with those probate issues. Big Mama didn't pay her taxes and she passed away. The family has to either pick those taxes up or have the city takes it over. So we come in and we take care of that.
If we knew, we could put payment arrangements in place with the county. The county will do payment arrangements, as long as the county just want to know that you're trying to do something. They're not trying to take people's properties. So this whole probate issues, tax issue thing, there are options out there, but I think gentrification be hoarding all the information. Don't want to let nobody know.
That's how we can beautify the city. That's how we can enlarge the tax base.
But if I can't, if my income don't go up, if my income doesn't move at the rate of my property taxes, I can't afford to live in my block no more.
It's just progress. That's all it is. There's some affordable housing going on somewhere.
So what I believe is that as a community, that if we pooled our resources, then we can be the solution when it comes to Big Mama not being able to pay whatever she needs to pay and things like that.
Well, can me as gentrification come in and help you with the process for a fee?
There you go. Always in our pocket. But I'm gonna hold you right there, because we got us a comment from Miss Alicia Trahan. What's up, Miss Trahan?
Hello.
Matter of fact, we met at Lockhart Elementary. One of our Lockhart PTO parents checking us out. What's going on? All right. Now she asked, are there incentives being given by lenders to gentrification that aren't being offered to buy black, making it more attractive and feasible to buy in our community? Now, let's talk about that then.
Okay. Well, there are a few programs the city has. You could buy a vacant lot for $1.
Yeah.
If you're a developer.
But you got to have 10 years of houses under your belt on your resume to qualify for it.
Semantics.
I bet. What else?
And we sell those houses back to the community.
Oh, do you at an inflated rate of way higher than what the average median price is for the city of Houston, which even the average median price for the city of Houston is way higher than a person making $30,000, $40,000 a year. How about that?
Well, that's when the city of Houston has tons of grant programs. So you can get down payment assistance and all kind of grant programs to help buy the house that us gentrifiers put in that.
The problem though is that the city of Houston ain't giving $100,000 down payment process system, are there?
Come on, pull yourself up by the bootstraps.
Yeah,
come on.
We didn't heard that before. I heard that before, but I think Martin Luther King said it's a cruel request to ask a man to pull himself up by the bootstraps, a bootless man to pull himself up by the bootstraps. How about that?
Well,
all I'm saying is buy back the block is wanting an opportunity to experience what has been promised from this great country of America. What it say? Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Correct?
Correct.
All right. So if we're all the same, if we all countrymen, then we should all help one another pull one another's bootstraps up. Correct? So I think it's just a matter of empowerment. What I think gentrification should do is that they should empower the block, buy back the block, offer resources, offer information, bring all that to the block to assist the block.
Okay, but we want to make a profit. So how can we make a profit and assist the block?
Well, would you be willing to forego some of your profit? We're not saying take away all of it. What we're saying is so you can sleep better at night, knowing that you're making a difference in the community.
Just fine.
I know you want to help the block. All we're saying is that instead of keeping it all for yourself, reinvest. Reinvest in the people. Reinvest in the block. Reinvest, empower us so we can too experience and appreciate what you're able to appreciate gentrification. It's a way for us to do it together.
I have to bring that back to my stakeholders.
who do not live in the block.
No, they don't.
Oh man, Jess, what you got to say? Let me pull you in here, Jess. I think how much time we got?
Yeah. Seems like time just flying.
Time just flying. We want to make sure that because there's some other segments that we want to hit. So we want to make sure that we come in at the right time. All right. So I think we had some great feedback and some great engagement from our Verzuz today with Buy the Block and Gentrification.
Who won? Did gentrification win? Did I win?
I mean, I think Buy Back the Block held his own.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Who do y'all think won? Did Buy Back the Block win or did gentrification win?
Look, which side of the fence you are? Because look, the reality is that I don't even really think it's so cut and dry. I think there does need to be some level of progress. I like that word that you used. I think there does need to be some level of progress. But I also think that at the end of the day, we're humans, man. And like we should take some level of consideration to the stakeholders in a particular community. You know, empathy's been the word that everybody's been throwing out there. And as an African American in this country, and a lot of the communities that we're talking about are predominantly minority and African American communities. I don't need to empathize because I know what that is. I know what that feels like. Yeah. Right. So as we continue to push as professionals and we get ourselves into a position, I mean, look, we need to go back and we need to buy back the block, and we need to utilize gentrification to assist the community. Because if we're gonna care, we're talking about we want somebody to care about the community. It starts with us.
Got you.
You with me? All right.
I'm with you.
So, realtor tip of the day. Margaret gives us realtor tips every week because, again, this is all about enhancing your business and growing you and things like that. So, what you got for the people today, Margaret?
Okay, so in keeping with our Buy Back the Block theme, it will be really wonderful if one of you agents out there can go into one of these neighborhoods, maybe perhaps a neighborhood that you grew up in, or maybe one that you still live in, and knock on the doors of your neighbors and tell them what you do. Ask them, hey, is Big Mama current on her taxes? Are y'all having a problem with probate? What can I do? I'm your neighborhood source. I'm a realtor. And maybe even you can be a buffer between the gentrifiers. Is it the gentrificationers?
I think it's gentrifiers.
The gentrifiers. You can be a buffer between the gentrifiers and the neighborhood. And it's profit for you. It's money for you. Those gentrifiers might say, hey, I like how she works. You get business from them and you're helping your hood out.
The block.
You helping out the block.
I mean, but you know what? I think that's a great tip. Because one of the things that you talked about was, the gentrifier, and they probably do see it that way, that they the ones doing the work. They the ones doing the legwork.
Yes.
So, I think that's a great tip that if we're talking about impacting our communities, to go back in there. And a lot of times it is just something as simple as knocking on the door and saying, hey, what's the situation? Have you thought about selling, or are you running into any complications where you have to sell? Just going back and offering some level of education to the people. I mean, I think that's a phenomenal tip. And I do believe that it's something that will help grow people's businesses.
Right.
You know, if they put that work and they put that time in.
And they see you leading with an open hand. They see you care.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Real quick, before we move on to the next segment, Shay, Alicia, Selena, make sure y'all share so y'all can take part in the drawing for next week's show. Margaret, tell these ladies what it is that we're raffling off.
Okay, everybody. This is a special treat. We've been washing our hands. We know everything has been opening back up, but it's still hand washing time. And when you wash your hands and use a lot of hand sanitizer, they get dry. Y'all, they get dry. So here's your solution. Mary Kay Satin Hands. You have a 3-step program. You have an extra emollient night cream that will protect. It seeps in all to those cracks. Then you come back and we hit them with a sugar scrub, and that gets rid of all those dead skin cells. We call that the polisher.
Right.
So we protect, we polish. Bam, we nourish, baby. This lasts for 24 hours. Soft, smooth, silky hands. If you like, comment, and share, you have an opportunity to win this.
Absolutely.
Like, comment, and share. Like, comment, and share.
Absolutely. So, you jumping in, Jess?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, are we ready to go ahead and give away some stuff?
Oh, there we go. All right, so here we go. This is this week's. So this is the way we do the giveaways, right? The people that shared and liked last week, they've been placed in the giveaway for this week, right?
Okay.
Now, what we're going to do right now is Jess is going to facilitate our spinning wheel, our wheel of giveaway, to see who's going to get it for this week.
Giveaway wheel.
All right. You ready, Jess?
All right. I'm ready. Well, let's see what we got here. All right. Can you all see the screen yet? Here we go.
Not yet.
Guys, I appreciate it. You know, I've been wanting that satin hands.
It is one of those giveaways where we can apply because we shared it.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
And
we did our part.
Yes.
So, but we know next week we're gonna have some more people in the mix.
Right.
So that's what we're talking about. But look, so typically our mastermind through tough times, we go about 30 minutes, so it's not a long session. You know, and you know, we love the feedback, we love the comments. Selena talking about his rig. Don't be like that, Selena. Don't be like that. We're gonna plug in.
Yes.
But we love the comments, we love the feedback. If there's anything else before we sign off that you guys want to share, you want to make a comment to something, you want us to reopen up the conversation when it comes to the buyback the block, the gentrification, let's go ahead and sign it in. We'll stay on for about another 2 to 3 minutes to see if anybody comes with the comments. So, Margaret, what you gonna do? You gonna go knock on some doors?
Oh, that wasn't one of my tips.
Yeah, knocking on the doors
Well, yeah,
of the
that was
people
one
in
of
the
my tips, but
community.
it wasn't a part of my strategy.
That's not a part of your strategy.
See, I did some business planning, and that wasn't in it.
Yeah.
But I'll think about it. Yeah, that wasn't part of my strategy, though. But you other agents, go knock on those doors.
Say that ain't a part of your plan.
It just wasn't a part of my plan.
So has anybody ever bought something on the block? Like I know me and my wife, we bought some land in Sunnyside.
Some questions from live. I see a
Tedrick
Holmes said.
Okay, what you got?
Wait, said we have to fix our schools though. Parents don't have time to sacrifice their kids' education while they gentrify the block. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying because it is a lot of work.
Well, I mean, the schools, I mean, HISD, I'm sitting on the bond oversight committee, and HISD already approved $2 billion worth where they built other schools.
Okay.
So, I mean, and they remodeled and they what's the word I'm looking like built new schools. Okay. So I don't think necessarily when it comes to the schools in our areas, it's the buildings that's the problem. I think it's the programming, right? That we don't have the right programming in the schools to prepare our children to be competitive in an international base.
It sounds like buying back the block is a multifaceted problem, and we're gonna have to attack it at different angles.
Like systematic.
Yeah, systematic.
All right, systemic. I'm sorry, systemic. What's up, Tanya? Tanya, one of the newest agents taking part in a mastermind through tough times. So she had a question. She says, are there any studies about gentrified places where the gentrifiers want to stop the gentrification process? That's a good question.
I haven't looked that up, but I can't imagine why me as a gentrifier would want to stop the process.
Because you got a heart. You're not a heartless sea monster. You're a human being.
You think so?
You want to see people come up.
Well, I have a team of stakeholders, and we're a corporation, so technically we don't have a heart. We have a profit sheet.
Well, that's all right. What all that's gonna happen is buy back the block, and we're gonna get our game up. Right. Y'all spread the word. Tanya, make sure you share it so you can be a part of the drawing next week. But we're gonna buy back the block's going. It's a lot of momentum right now with what's going on in our current climate. Right. And I think now is the time that we can build off of that with the right message.
Okay.
And the right message being in place. The right message being, it's hard for poor people to help poor people. Boom. It's hard for poor people to help poor people, right?
Yes.
So as a community, we got to get ourselves together. We got to grow. We have to grow because as we grow, then we can contribute. Oh, look, my mama there.
Hey, Mama.
Oh, what's going on, Mama Foster? That's LaQuanta's mom. How you doing? She says she in the building with us.
Right.
Go ahead and share, Mama. So you can get some of this satin hands.
Hey,
get in the drawing. Just said she gave you a shout out too. So we got people, man. We got people checking us out.
Get in there.
It's good to see y'all.
Absolutely. So y'all make sure y'all share. But yeah, so I think this is the message, the right message is that we got to take this as an opportunity to grow and put ourselves in a position to where we can, in essence, put a little halt on, or I ain't even gonna say stop, because I think one of the analogies that somebody used once before when it came to gentrification was like gentrification is like a wave. I mean, I'm sorry, it's like gentrification is like going to the coast of California and saying that you're gonna stop the Pacific Ocean.
Oh yeah, that's not happening.
It's not happening, right? So, but you can't stop the Pacific Ocean, but you can surf it. So that was his analogy.
Okay, and I hear surfing is fun.
Right. So what he was saying is that instead of us trying to prevent it from happening, like it's going to happen, progress is going to happen. Let's get the block in a position to where we can capitalize, that our legacies, that our grandparents, that our people can profit, and we can capitalize, and it can truly be a positive thing for those that are on the block.
Community economics.
Economics. What did you say, Jess?
CEO of our last names.
Absolutely.
Jay Moore.
So my mama, what's up, Mom? So my mama on there as well. We got the mamas in the house today. Absolutely. Shout out to my mom. All right, Mom, you share it as well. So you go ahead.
This satin hand.
Got the grandmamas on the Facebook with me today.
Like, comment, and share.
Absolutely. All right.
They don't want us to win anymore.
Yeah, I know. We're going to have to take our names out of the running. But man, I think we had a good time today. We did. All right. So any final comments, Margaret, before we sign off?
Yeah, that was our verses. How did it flow? Did it flow right? I still think maybe gentrification may have edged you out.
You just a competitor. That's all it is. It's not about winning or losing, man. It's about how you play the game.
It's not about the profit margin either.
Gentrification. All right. So final word. All right, and then as far as for me, look, man. I mean, I think now is the time for us to really, get intentional. Get intentional about growing. Like, this is a great opportunity. I'm not saying stop looking at Netflix altogether. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying turn off the reality, and I'm not saying do that stuff. I'm just saying carve out some time to position yourself to get a new skill, to grow in some area. So really get to the point to where you can contribute back to the community, because our community needs a lot of contribution, and it's hard to get somebody else to do something for you when the people inside of the community hasn't really we haven't put our everything on the table. There's more that we can put on the table. So that's what I would say do. Jess, you got any last comments for the people?
Okay. Just buy back the block. Let's get our resources together. I love what you said, Margaret, with the group economics. I think that's a powerful tool that we could use in our community to really make some things happen and start to build, or even individually, just put some things in place and do what we got to do to buy back this block.
Absolutely, man. We can create our own economy, and we can manipulate our own marketplace.
Yes, we're gonna show these tough times who's really tough. Let's go make this money, y'all.
Absolutely.
Let's go make the money.
All right.
Davis.
And I'm Margaret, aka Mystique. They don't see me coming when it comes to negotiation.
Absolutely. And we got Jess in the booth.
X-ray, seeing right down to your real estate needs.
All right.
See y'all next week.
We'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.
Buy back the block.
Buy back the block.
Yeah, because we can't hear the music.
Yeah, as long as it's on the video.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. We will see you all next week for the Mastermind Through Tough Times. Make sure that you like and share this video.
Okay, let's see.
You could be entered into the drawing.
Peace.
Bye.